Pittsburgh Steelers go into the Cincinnati jungle and get hit in the mouth repeatedly. I mean, wow. No other way to put it is just to say that deserves a wow. Right?
Deserves a wow.
17-0 at halftime, right?
Yeah.
Which is what Tom Brady's deficit was this weekend in Atlanta, but there was no comeback coming. There was they made it close, but Bengals made the plays. Ryan Finley running it in. 23-yard run through the Steelers defense. And it's really the Steelers offense that's the issue here.
Big time.
I mean, we all know it, man. You all see it. There are mistakes being made. It is predictable. Nobody's worried about the Steelers' running game. Nobody. James Conner out, Benny Snell in, and the Bengals are like, bring it. All good. Bring it. We'll bring the pressure on Big Ben, and all those routes that they're running, we're not biting on a single thing. Play action, we scoff. No thanks. Juju Smith-Schuster, we'll just hit him hard. We'll hit him hard, and we'll hit everyone else hard, and we'll make sure Claypool doesn't get loose. And this thing shouldn't even have been a 10-point game. I mean, Ben threw an interception that went through, was that William Jackson's hands? They could have wrapped that thing up. And instead, they got a gift. They got a gift pass interference penalty on 4th down on the goal line that led to Benny Snell scoring a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then they got some gift play calls from Cincinnati, just trying to run Ryan Finley for that one last first down to try and end the game, and that got the ball back in Ben's hands, and then just some really weird play calls, like just let's go deep and let me just throw it into quadruple coverage and hope that Claypool comes down with it, or
pass interference.
There should have been a flag on that one.
It's just like there was no, I don't know, man.
I don't think you give him that, though.
No way. He's thrown into quadruple coverage.
Yeah.
Does that take away the penalty, though?
You know what it is? It's just, I didn't see it. Let's put it that way.
That desperation. That's what that
I didn't see it.
like.
It smelled of desperation, and that's what the Steelers are right now. Because I've never seen a team start 11-0 and clinch a playoff spot, and us wondering if they're a playoff team. I don't think I've ever seen this before. And
you're not scared of them, that's for sure.
They're no longer the 2 seed. They were the 1 seed the whole season. 3 straight losses, they're the 3 seed. They could drop to the 4 seed. Now, they'd need the Titans to win out and they lose out because, as we all know, that reconfigured Steelers-Titans game from week 4 that they had to move because the Titans had a major COVID problem. They had to move that all the way to week 8. And, this is, or week 7. They had to swap things around with Baltimore. And the Steelers won that game. And that was the beginning of us wondering if the Steelers were really all that good, because it was a few straight weeks in a row in which Pittsburgh needed to dodge a bullet at the last second. As we remember, Tennessee, Baltimore, Dallas all had the game on their either leg or in their quarterback's ball in quarterback's hand to beat the Steelers. And we were all wondering if the Steelers were for real. And now they've lost 3 in a row. First time in the Super Bowl era since the merger, since 1970. We've never seen a team start 11-0 and then lose 3 straight. As a matter of fact, every single team since the merger that started 11-0, all of them finished with fewer than 3 losses. Nobody's ever lost 3 of their last 5, let alone 3 in a row after starting 11-0. We've not seen that. The last team to start 11-0 and then lose 3 in a row was the 1969 Rams. So we haven't seen this. This is another unprecedented moment in 2020. And I'm wondering what's going on here. Daniel Jeremiah, my buddy at Move the Sticks, did you see he tweeted out at halftime? He's like, Ben looks hurt. He's wondering if Ben's all there.
Yeah, I saw that.
But what's not there is the running game. That's just not even anybody's at all concern. We are not concerned that you're going to run it down our throats. We are not concerned about this run on 3rd and short. We're not concerned about this run on 1st and 10. We're not concerned about that let's stay on schedule, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 run. We're not concerned about the play action. We're not concerned at all about any manner in which you intend to run the football, which is a major problem for a team entering a stretch run, let alone a playoff. And the Browns can win this division. The Cleveland Browns can win this division. The Cleveland Browns have the Jets, and then the Cleveland Browns have Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's next game coming after this Monday night debacle is Indianapolis. Indy needs this football game in the worst way. We've got their coach coming up at the end of the hour 2. This is major problems. Can the Steelers lose 5 in a row, potentially, and then not even play a single game at home after starting 11-0? Is that entirely possible?
Oh, could you imagine?
I can. It's feasible. It's beyond feasible. Which team has the better run game? Which team has got the quarterback who's playing as the defensive player of the year candidate on that team, like the Steelers have? Myles Garrett says Baker Mayfield's playing like his hair's on fire. Who's got the hotter quarterback? Who's got the better run game?
Could they
The
finish
Cleveland Browns.
11-5 and miss the playoffs?
No, they have clinched a playoff spot.
Okay.
They're in.
Oh, they're in. You're right. They're in.
They are in.
But they could fall all the way to 7, conceivably.
And if they do that, their problem would be the 2 seed would most likely be the Buffalo Bills. And
They don't want any of that. They don't want any of that.
I'm not going to be there.
Nobody wants any part of the Buffalo Bills right now.
I'll be there.
Yeah, that's Magic Johnson right now. I'm going to be there.
Steelers have the X. That's my
Have the Steelers had a bye this year? I forget.
Well, and you have to start. No, hold on a
Way
second.
back.
You have to start wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to start wondering. Although the Tennessee Titans, as you know, had their bye week moved to week 4, but they also didn't have a stretch where a Thanksgiving game got totally reconfigured. And then that led to another totally reconfigured game that did lead to their first loss. And then another game after that. What did the Steelers play, like 3 games in 12 days or something like that? You have to wonder if that is, in fact, finally coming home to roost. Tennessee doesn't have the problem that they're running into a wall. Obviously, it helps to have a run game when it comes to that. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.